He's given us something from our
Oh, I got two of
website.
these.
Okay.
That's okay, I got it.
Yeah, but I don't, I really don't want it.
All right. So while Rich gets going, hi everybody, let's see who's here, that's Stella. Sorry.
Are we being filmed again?
Yeah, that's,
Yes, I did not get my
your makeup.
makeup.
I have it. Okay.
All right, so let me just, as Tim recommended I do, and I will not cross Tim, remind everybody that this is an informal, non-binding on all parties, and please.
Okay, thanks. So, where did the time go? It was nice and warm and light the last time we saw you. And this is a letter that David has just given us. So you asked us to come back and tell us what we wanted, and we thought that would be a really great thing to start with, and we sent you a note, which I think you probably gave out to them in advance. And we have something you don't have to read, but something you can look at, which is a couple of pictures, so we thought, why don't we pass that around, it doesn't take any time. But it might help you understand what we're trying to accomplish. So I'll pass that out. Just take, yeah, it's 2 pages. Of course, I don't have the letter right here, but that's okay. Just give it somebody else. Okay, great, thanks. Better to say things twice than not at all, so we'll put it out and say, what we wanted to do, as we've said here, is build an intentional community of private homes on the property at 70 Orford Road. And in the picture that we gave you, the second page is a picture of the property at 70 Orford Road with Post Pond. And then it shows in the bottom corner, the bottom side of the property, where the co-housing would be, so that it would be clustered. And so what you see on the left, Post Pond, then main lodge and cabins, and then down here is co-housing. And then there's a blow-up on the right-hand side that shows what an overview of the buildings would look like. So let's make sure everybody's oriented. Yep, that's what I mean by the insert.
Is there stuff in here that's new from stuff we've seen in the past
Well,
6 months or what's?
I don't know what you've seen, I know what we gave to the ZBA.
I saw the presentation.
You've seen the ZBA,
So this
you
is-
went to the ZBA, but I was thinking
This is
people
the
here had not.
36 unit?
This is not 36 units, it's so similar that it would look the same, we've just deleted a couple of units because 36 was designed, and is still designed to make it affordable to have workforce housing. So this is the 26 to 32 family.
26 to 32.
Right.
Liz, is this, the position of the buildings, is that the same as when we walked on the site?
Yes.
Yeah, later, okay.
So
So
let
it's
me
the same
tell
as when it
you,
was staked out?
I made the minor change that I made to the inset is that, at the lower right of that inset, there was another building with 4 units in it. I've taken that building out, we've removed that from the schematic plan that we have. Otherwise, we're presenting.
And then had 4.
And, at the left side, there was a building that had 11 units in it, that's been replaced by a building that has 5. So basically, the buildings that you see here match what the views are here.
Okay. I think I was just a little confused, so.
We don't want any confusion.
Okay, so I'll just ask. So this is how many, I mean,
Well, the question of units, of course, is
so it's just sort of, it's
how large
open.
they are. But this is
Okay,
a square
so we don't-
footage, and it doesn't include any workforce because.
So you're, this is
said,
a
what
picture
do
of
you
something
want?
flexible, essentially, is that
Yes,
right?
That's
Okay.
right, it's fair to say that that's flexible, and it's also, I mean, part of what we wanted to say is, this is the kind of thing we have in mind, not a monstrosity.
Whatever.
Everything is everything in it.
So it takes a small part of the entire property, was the point of this, and then the other page is to show what it might look like And this is the footprint that you guys saw when you went out and walked, and the architects have used SketchUp, I guess, and turned it into what it would look like if you walked around there, more or less.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. So, we still want to be on Route 10, where we own it, within walking distance of the common. With as few as 13 and as many as 16, so that's the range, market rate dwellings with accessory apartments. Energy efficient homes with between 40 and 54 adults, that's our best estimate, and 5 to 12 school-age children, that's our best estimate.
Can I just?
Sure.
I'm a little confused by the phrasing and then looking at this
Yeah.
13 with, I mean, isn't that just 26 and 32?
Well, it is, but we went back and tried to read the language carefully. That's a
Yeah.
nice thing, having Jonathan to read it. And so as we understand that this is the correct use of Lyme's zoning
Oh, so that
language.
you are attempting to phrase it in a way that these would be essentially a dwelling unit with an apartment inside. Is that what you're, I'm not quite following.